From the day you were born, I kept a secret. I thought I was doing what was best for the two of us. But now, looking back, I realize how much that silence has distanced us. And perhaps it's too late to make things right. If you've ever kept something from someone you love, believing it was the right thing to do, you'll understand the weight of this letter. Stay with me until the end, because what I need to confess might just be the thing you've never had the courage to say. My dearest sister, writing this letter is not easy, but I feel it's something I must do. Throughout our lives, I've kept something from you, a secret that stayed with me since the day you were born. I never spoke of it because I thought I was protecting you, but now I see that perhaps I was wrong to keep the truth from you. You've always been my little sister, the youngest, the center of our family's attention. I remember the day you arrived so vividly. Mom was exhausted but had that radiant smile only she could wear. The hospital room had a strange smell, a mix of disinfectant and flowers someone had brought. I remember looking at you, so tiny in the cot, with a cry that was both delicate and strong at the same time. From that moment, something changed in me. I was no longer just the eldest daughter. I was now your sister. But along with that feeling came something I never expected, a conversation I overheard by chance. While Mom rested and Dad was on the phone, I overheard Uncle David and Aunt Margaret talking in the next room. They were discussing how everything had happened so quickly and what Mom and Dad planned to tell you when you were older. I didn't fully understand everything at the time, but certain words stuck with me. She'll never know she was born to someone else. I was only 8 years old, but those words stayed with me, weighing like a stone in my heart. I was confused, scared, and more than anything, unsure of what to do with that information. I didn't know if it was something you should know, or if it was meant to remain a secret, as our parents seemed to intend. Years went by, and I never mentioned what I'd heard that day. I watched you grow up with the same love and care we'd always known in our home. You were the star of school plays, the little ballerina who charmed everyone at the community hall. Dad always said you were the little light of our family, and I agreed. But at the same time, every beautiful moment we shared carried a small weight in my chest because I knew I was hiding something important from you. There were moments when I came so close to telling you, like when we discussed families at school and you said, "Family is everything." I wanted to tell you the truth. Or when you'd talk about how our eyes looked the same and I'd feel a knot in my throat because I knew they didn't, not in the way you thought. You didn't know that before you came along. Mom and Dad had struggled for years to have another child. They never told you about the hospital visits, the endless appointments, the hopes that always turned into heartbreak. It was during that time they made a decision that changed everything, to bring you into our family in a way that wasn't conventional, but was full of love. They loved you from the very first moment, as did I. And honestly, I don't think they ever doubted that you were truly one of us. But I knew their decision not to tell you carried a weight, a responsibility, and for some reason, I felt that weight too. Now, after all this time, I realized that perhaps I was selfish to keep this from you. I wanted to protect the harmony of our family, to preserve our bond. But who am I to decide what you should or shouldn't know? You have the right to know your own story, to understand where you came from, and to decide how you feel about it. So I write to ask for your forgiveness, for all the years I wasn't honest with you, for all the times I wanted to speak but stayed silent. I don't know how you'll react to this, and to be honest, I'm scared. But what I do know is that the love we feel for you, the love Mom, Dad, and I have, is real and unshakable. None of this changes what you mean to us. If you want to know more, I'll stand by your side every step of the way. If you need time, I'll respect that too. What matters most to me is that you know you're not alone, that you will always be my sister, no matter what. With all the love in the world, your sister. If this story touched you and made you think about the secrets we keep, subscribe to the channel, and leave a like. Every letter here is a reminder of the importance of being honest with those we love. With your help, these messages can reach more people who need to hear them. And now, I'd love to hear from you. If you had to choose between sharing a painful truth or keeping a secret to protect someone, what would you do? Leave a comment below and let me know your choice. I read and respond to every comment.